Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. It's a video on daily news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express. The important news and editorial that would be relevant for the preparation of civil services examination will be discussed in this session. Let's get started with the news topic list. Today is 16th of August, the first important news, that is Cauvery voter sharing issue flaring up again. This is from the text and context page of the Hindu. Second, that is Prime Minister announces new housing scheme for the urban poor. The announcement was made during the Independence Day speech at Red Fort. Third, that is Chief Justice of India announces plan to expand the Supreme Court. This is with regards to the infrastructure and even with regards to the offices and the part of registrar and judges that is working in the Supreme Court. Now, second last, that is steady growth in the Jan Dhan account. And the last is an editorial consumption-based poverty estimate has a relevance. Apart from the news and editorial discussion, at the end of this video, there will be MCQ-based questions. These questions will be based on current affairs that will help you for the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further ado, let's get started. And before I begin this session, if you are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video informative and helpful, do hit that like button. Starting the session with the first news of the day, that is Cauvery voter sharing issues flaring up again. Something important for General Studies paper 2, that is functions and responsibility of union and states and issues and challenges pertaining to the federal structure of this country. So Cauvery voter dispute is basically between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. We'll see what are the controversy that has emerged and why, which is again a topic which has re-emerged in the news, is relevant. So let's understand that. So recently the Tamil Nadu government has sought Supreme Court intervention to make Karnataka immediately release 24,000 cubic feet per second from the part of it reservoir. Why? Because they are immediately requiring the part of water, and even the judgment was there by the tribunal to release the water. But despite that, there's no concrete action that has been taken. So Tamil Nadu government ने इसी चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए सुप्रीम कोर्ट के इंटरवेंशन की मांग की है. Now it calls to ensure that the availability of specified quality of water at the Dailynewsanalysis part of the interstate borders and remaining in the mud, right? So there's a place which is there. I'll show you on map also. It is also urged that the court to direct the Karnataka to ensure release of 36.7 million metric part of the which is there at the Cauvery Water Dispute Tribunal, which was awarded in 2007, modified by the Supreme Court in 2018. So subsequently, this is not a new issue. It has been continuing since 2000. The issue has been there by the verdict of the Honorable Court and even by the part of tribunal. Finally, this tussle has not been ended and it will continue until and unless there is substantial concrete coming out from the both states. Now, looking at the part of the map, this can be important for your prelims examination also. Karnataka mein KRS dam hai. This is a dam. Now, we see at the border, this is a part of Bilingundulu. This is in Tamil Nadu. And this is a Mittur dam, right? And this is again a map which will show you the part of Krishna Sagar and the part of the Mittur, Cauvery and Tanjavur. So these are some of the important locations that you should know. There can be a question asking about the arrangement of the rivers from north to south or east to west. Now, how is the water being shared among the states, specifically with regards to the part of Tamil Nadu and Karnataka? A monthly schedule is put in place for the part of Karnataka government, where the upper riparian state of Cauvery basin to release the water to Tamil Nadu. So these were some of the part of the development which is already designed. Now, as per the schedule, the Karnataka is to make the part of available water to Tamil Nadu at the Bilingulu, and the reservoir is 177.25, which is normal from June to May. This is what was actually decided. Now, of this quantity, only 123 of the water was released, right? TMC is the measurement. Now, this is something less because the southwest monsoon was something that has fulfilled that basic requirement. But again, the required part was less compared to what was anticipated, that is 177. Now, after the Supreme Court judgment, that is in February 2018, जो कि अगर बात करें कावेरी वाटर डिस्प्यूट ट्राइब्यूनल की तरफ से दी गई थी, they have asked the Cauvery Management Authority and the Cauvery Water Resolutions Committee to establish a 4-month to ensure the complementation and implementation of the judgment. तो 4 महीने के लिए इन्हें बनाया गया, and it was asked to ensure that they are actually implementing the judgment which was given by the tribunal. Now, since then, the two bodies has been holding the meeting to take their stock of the situation, but there is no substantial progress that has been made in this regard. Now, why has Tamil Nadu approached the Supreme Court? See, when the resolution is not there even from the tribunal, the state will have no option, and other option, the final option that is left with the state is to reach out to the Honorable Supreme Court. So they have reached out to the court, and Tamil Nadu Water Resource Minister, or you can say Water Minister, has said that state has no other options but to approach Supreme Court over Karnataka not releasing the due share, which is something a mandate by the state, right? This come after the officials of Tamil Nadu government walk out from the Cauvery Water Management Board as the Karnataka refused to release the water, including the shortfall of the Tamil Nadu on daily basis. Now, according to the Water Resource Minister, based on the Supreme Court order from June 1st to August 11, Karnataka should have provided 53.77 part of the 1,000 million cubic feet of water to Tamil Nadu. Now, what lies next for both states? See, Tashal is something which is not a resolution, right? The ultimate resolution has to be there unanimously between the state, that is between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, or ultimately the Supreme Court has to supervise and intervene that both states need to implement, right? So the part of the problem that is faced is basically with the farmers, specifically for the Cauvery Delta. They are eagerly waiting to see whether Karnataka will go at least by the decision of the authority. At present, the Mettur reservoir in Tamil Nadu is precariously low, जहाँ पे 20 TMC है, and this will be only lasting for 10 days, right? So definitely they require action at earliest, and it remains to be seen that Supreme Court will review this matter, and how fast they will come into the action, that is something that the Honorable Court has to decide. The distress sharing of the formula except for all seems to be need of the hour. So definitely considering the fact जो भी stakeholders हैं इस बेसिकली वोटर शेयरिंग के, बहुत सारे ऐसे फार्मर्स हैं और भी ऐसे लोग हैं जो एसोसिएटेड होंगे इनसे, तो उनके एक अर्लीस्ट रेजोल्यूशन की जरूरत में सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज टू टेक अ कॉल विच इज ऑन अ पॉजिटिव एंड. Now, the second news, that is Prime Minister announced new housing scheme for urban poor, something important for General Studies paper 2, that is welfare schemes for the vulnerable section of the population by the center and the state government. The Prime Minister during the speech which was given at the 77th Independence Day, Red Fort से Prime Minister ने बहुत सारे important बातों की बात की, and he has also stressed upon the part where government is looking forward to launch the part of the interest-free loan, that an individual, who is willing to buy a home can buy it loan, और interest-free loan के थ्रू उनको बहुत हद तक मदद मिलेगी कि वो अपने those who are renting can have their own house, right? So addressing the 77th Independence Day, Prime Minister said that government will launch this scheme for middle class families so that they can have their own house. The Prime Minister said that the poor people living in the cities face these difficulties because, see, in metropolitan city, either you are living in the tier 2 cities, it is not affordable for everyone to buy a house. They rent out, and renting out for a longer duration had its lot challenges and problems, again, for a family people. So that is something the Prime Minister is focusing on, building something which make and provide them an endeavor they can have their own home. The Prime Minister said that the government has decision to give relief to the bank loans, और interest की अगर बात की जाए, with a lack of families which are willing to they are actually renting out, और बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो purchase भी करना चाहते हैं, but because of the high interest rate they are not able to do so. Now, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना अर्बन की अगर बात करें, this was actually a scheme which is in operation. So there has been some scheme which is there, और ये 2015 जून 2015 से ऑपरेशनल है, जहाँ पे पक्का हाउस, that is a permanent house with basic amenities are there that was promised by the government. इसकी actual deadline 2023 की थी, but इसे बढ़ा करके 2024 कर दिया गया है, और इसमें कुछ important चीज़ों को ध्यान में रखी गई, that what are the things that need to be included in the part of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. I'll tell you what are the things that is a must and features of this. सो प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना की फीचर्स की बात करें, ऑल वेदर हाउसिंग यूनिट की बात की गई विथ वाटर, किचन एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड टॉयलेट. Women empowerment is again the second priority. Third is for better quality of life for urban poor. Security of tenure and adequate physical and social infrastructure. If you're writing in mains, make sure you write in this format only because it will help you to gauge extra marks in the examination. Now, project proposals की अगर बात करें, according to the Housing Affairs and Urban Affairs Ministry, 118,090 के आसपास है, लाख में हाउसेज है जो कि सैंक्शन की गई हैं टोटल. सो यू कैन काउंट इट एज 120, राइट, which is based on the projections submitted by the state and union territories. The sanction housed is 76 lakh unit that has been completed to be delivered to the beneficiaries. और इसकी implementations के 4 vertical है. First is beneficiaries led construction, affordable housing partnership, in situ slum development, and credit linked subsidy scheme for the eligible criteria. So these is how the part of the proposed project will be actually implemented. Financial assistance की बात करें, गवर्नमेंट ने financial assistance की बात की है. The share of 1 lakh rupees in situ slum will for the redevelopment of the project was taken care. 1.5 lakh for affordable housing with partnership of beneficiaries led construction, vertical for the scheme. Now, under the credit linked subsidy scheme, vertically the part of this interest subsidies at 6.5, which is mounting to 2.67 lakh per house, providing beneficiaries with economically weaker section and low income categories group. Now, moving to the other news, that is Chief Justice of India announces plan to expand the Supreme Court. Something important for General Studies paper 2, that is structure, organization and functions of executive and judiciary. So the Chief Justice of India has announced a plan to expand the part of Supreme Court with the construction of new building. This will be not only the infrastructure development, this is not something only infrastructure will develop, but CGI has planned a roadmap where the construction of new building will accommodate 27 additional court, 51 judges होंगे जो कि 34-32 के आसपास हैं, 16 registrar chambers होंगे. This will requisite for the part of facilities for lawyer and litigants. और भी कई ऐसे offices होंगे जो बार काउंसिल के लोग होते हैं, उनके लिए भी बनाई जाएगी. Now, what are the plan for action? The Chief Justice of India has said the detail about the action plan, how it will be executed. The first phase में museum and annex building that will be demolished. There's a part of building which currently exists, तो उनको demolish करके नई जो infrastructure है वो developed होगी. Anyway, the bar council library will also be there, right? So the next phase where the court complexes will demolish the part of the construction which is there, a new building with 12 courtroom and new judges chamber, registrar court and lounges will be developed. Now, CGI said that the new building will reflect the construction or the constitutional aspirations, belief, priorities for the people of India. Now, use of technology की बात की गई है. Now, for this current CGI, Mr. D.Y. Chandrachud or Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, he has taken a proactive role when it comes to the part of technology. And I personally feel that this is a drastic change which was mandatorily required for the Indian judiciary system. If you are writing in mains, make sure आप इस चीज को जरूर से highlight करें. The CGI said that the technology is the best tool at our disposal to eliminate the inefficiency and opaqueness surrounding around the judicial process. Supreme Court is implementing phase 3 of the e-code project, right, जो कि start हुई है और उसकी implementations को और ज़्यादा बढ़ाने की बात की गई है different verticals में. It includes the part of setting infrastructure, paperless code, digitalization of records, setting up of advanced e-seva kendra at all complexes. Now, in recent times, Supreme Court has developed and deployed numerous IT projects. Now, it cited that as an online portal to RTI, ECR, as an online appearance portal for advocate, iJury, neutralize the citations, right? So these are the things that will actually be provided with the help of technology. Now, moving ahead, CD growth in the new Jan Dhan account, something important for General Studies paper 2, that is the government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from its design and implementations. So according to the latest estimate, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana की बात करें, bank account that has accumulated is 2.03 trillion with a cash balance continued with steady increase and surge. So as many as 35.9 million account has been opened, right? और इसमें और ज़्यादा बढ़ोतरी देखी गई है for part currently 38.7 million accounts. Now, the part which is there, 10 million account have been opened for the first 4 months, और ये gradually बढ़ के by July end it's up to 496.3 million by the July end. Contributions की बात करें banks की, definitely bank has played a major role. PSBs की बात करें 332.62 million accounts खोले गए, वो बढ़ करके 385 के आसपास चली गई, 16% increase. और regional rural bank की अगर बात करें यहाँ पे almost 21% की increase है. From currently it is 91 million, from earlier that is 71 million in March 2021. Now, what is PM Jan Dhan Yojana? I think most of you must be aware what exactly this is. This is a part of National Mission for Financial Inclusion. The scheme was launched in 2014, जहाँ पे Ministry of Finance ने इसको actual sanction किया था, and they are working on that as well. The scheme has for underprivileged सोसाइटी में एक लोगों को जो फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन से जोड़ने की कोशिश की गई थी, रेमिटेंसेस, क्रेडिट, इंश्योरेंस, पेंशन, सेविंग एंड डिपॉजिट अकाउंट खोलने के लिए. द मेन फीचर्स इंक्लूड द पार्ट ऑफ सेविंग बैंक अकाउंट, जहां पे ओवरड्राफ्ट की फैसिलिटी दी गई थी फॉर 10,000 रुपीज, फ्री रुपे डेबिट कार्ड एंड इनबिल्ट क्रेडिट एक्सीडेंटल इंश्योरेंस अप टू 2 lakh rupees. So these were some of the benefits that were given. Now, apart from this, if you look at the features of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, so that is the banking and unbanking, banking for the securing the unsecured and funding for the unfunded. Objective is to ensure access to the financial products, services at affordable cost, use of technology to lower and widen the part of reachability. Now, moving ahead with the editorial of the day, consumption-based poverty estimates have its relevance, something important for general studies paper 2. That is the government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from a design and implementations. If you look at the part, the focus of this editorial is consumption-based poverty pattern, right? Now, comparison of the result will be there. Expert committee की methodology group बनाई है poverty पे, we'll see that. Income as an indicator for poverty and need for the changes in the survey. एक recent report नीति आयोग की तरफ से रिलीज की गई है on multi-dimensional poverty that shows that the percentage of poor in India has been decreased from 25% in 2015-16. It is now 15% for 1921. Now, around 135 million people were lifted out of the poverty during this period. और अगर global multidimensional poverty index की बात करें, which is for 2023 of the United Nations Development Program, जो कि Oxford Poverty और Human Development Program के मिल के साथ बनाई जाती है, recently उन्होंने publish किया that multidimensional poverty index has declined from 27.5% to 16.2%. This is what the report has cited actually, right? Now, comparison of the results की अगर बात करें, multidimensional poverty estimates की अगर बात करें, सिर्फ substitute नहीं हो सकती वो sample survey या फिर consumption based poverty ratios की, because India में जो criteria है वो different तरीके से, और NSS की survey काफी ज़्यादा important हो जाती है. The report of the global multidimensional poverty index says that India has made monumental progress in reducing the multidimensional poverty. Now, across that, Rangarajan committee के methodology ने भी बहुत सारे important issues को highlight किया था, which says that for 11, 12, 92 million थे, और उसको आगे बढ़ा करके which is 46 million per annum. Now, expert group ने methodology पे बातें कही हैं, they have their own opinion. So, expert group have reviewed the part of methodology for poverty measuring 2014. And they have pointed out that there are reservations on using the multiple indicators for the multidimensional indicators measuring to raise the level regardless of measurability, aggregations across the indicators, a crucial aspect of database, requisites information and reasonable part of the intervals, right? The multidimensional issues की अगर बात करें, Srinivasan Committee 2007 has also reviewed the public services, जो कि different dimension of consumption और multidimensional conceptual poverty के लिए कितनी fruitful है इसके बारे में examine की थी, and they have said that yes, this can be one of the part which can be taken into consideration, but जो localized NSS हैं उनके data को भी बिल्कुल ignore नहीं किया जा सकता. Now, income as an indicator for poverty, this is a brutal truth. Income highlight the part of poverty, purchasing power even. So this has to be keep in mind that becoming rich or poor is associated with the level of income. Various non-income indicators like poverty and further reflection of inadequate income, defining the part of poverty, absence of data such as term of expenditure, appropriate methodology followed by most of the countries. Now, the survey shows that the consumption expenditure done in 2017-18 has to be released officially. Now, कुछ changes में बात की गई है survey की. So, the consumption expenditure has to be conducted in current year, and the current data has to be taken into considerations because earlier जो data है that indicate poverty ratios down strongly due to the high growth. और important issues ये भी हैं कि जो aggregators consumption है उन्हें हमें देखने की ज़रूरत है. We would like to have national account statics and NSS data also. ये दोनों estimates ऐसे हैं which do not match for any country. India is no exception in this regard. And in addition, there's need to have supplement for the part of consumption of the survey. खास करके जो study है public expenditure on health education, उनको दोनों dimensions को भी consider करनी होगी because these two are the very important and significant component for country like India, education and health. Now moving ahead with the MCQ questions of the day, before I proceed just to tell you the answers of yesterday questions. For first question, the correct option was A. For second question also the correct option was A. Today's MCQ for practice, CBDC के बारे में आपको बताना है. This was there in news, possibly can be an important question for many other government examination. Although Reserve Bank of India ने legal tender की बात की है और wholesale digital currencies design restricted access to the financial institution. Second question of the day is about the International Conference of Election Management Bodies, was hosted by the Ministry of Statistical and Program Implementations. It was held under the aegis of United Nations Summit for Democracy platform. So do check out for the correct option. We have a lot more other platforms where daily questions are published. You can practice that as well. This is for the today's discussion part where I followed with daily news and editorial analysis followed by the MCQs. If you have any other concern, queries about admissions, test series and courses, you can reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.